Hi, everybody. We are back. Welcome to Take Your Medicine. This is Billy. She's our co host, and my name is Tobi Blake. And we are here to share our medicine with you. Look at those cute teeth. Billy is precious medicine, aren't you, Billy? Are you precious medicine? Yes, so many people comment on how much they love your part in the show. So thanks. Thanks for being here. Oh, wow. That's a love. Oh, puh, puh, puh. Spitting it. Putting your nose in my face. All right. Is it time to settle in? Time to settle in? Maybe. It's Chinese New Year. I went to a dragon parade at my son's school this morning, and that was really fun. They had those traditional Chinese dragons where there are people under the dragon and they're moving around and dancing, and it was really awesome. Oh, Billy is on one today. So you want that booty scratch? Oh, yes, get in there. Get in there. She's literally, oh my God, I wish I could adjust the camera and show you her full body. She's so funny. She has no shame in her game of getting love, huh, Billy? I mean, you are a psychopath and I love you. You're perfect. You're perfect. All right, move out of the way a little bit. Thank you. So, yesterday, first let's cross off the chart. Thanks for reminding me. Yes, you're such a helper. It's it's episode 62. We did it, Billy. 62 episodes. Way to go. She loves to use her teeth, but she's literally never, ever hurt anybody. And here's Bennett, and I tried our grooming kit, and I got, his face is clear, and he can see now out of his eyes, but I didn't do the bottom part of his body, so he kind of looks like he's got a Scotty haircut or something. But we love you, Benny. So, episode 62 today, huh, Bennett? Yes, we did it. Benny needs some love too. Everybody needs love, don't we? So, yesterday, the space reached out to me and let me know that there was someone in great need in a very difficult circumstance, and she wanted to have a medicine session. So she gave me a call and we talked for maybe about an hour, and she told me her circumstances, and I was actually blown away by how much tragedy and loss and sickness and pain and compounding stress had taken her down in her life in the last 3 years. And I did not feel that a medicine ceremony was a good fit for her, but what I did feel like was a good fit was Reiki and sound and starting to work with her mind. The way that she was speaking about her circumstances was a good reminder for me that it's so important to watch the way we talk about ourselves and watch the way that we talk about our life and the trajectory of our life, because our words are so powerful. We spell words. We're literally casting spells with our tongues when we speak. Our words are so, so powerful. And when I am Jesus Kate and somebody's speaking, I'm literally seeing algorithms go out of their mouths. I know I've mentioned that before. And seeing that really helps me fully understand how powerful the mind is and how powerful our words are. So I encouraged her. She was like needing big change and big help and big, and she's just feeling like this is the end. She said multiple times, I think this is the end for me. I don't think I can go on any longer. And so after quite some time of talking, it was really clear to me that it was time to start taking small baby steps toward healing. And so I asked her to please say at least 300 to 500 times a day, I am safe. I am okay. I am safe. I am okay, because her nervous system is super dysregulated right now. To smile as much as possible, because smiling it changes the chemistry in our body. Our body's a literal pharmacy, and it responds to our thoughts and our body language. And so smiling can literally change your hormones and change the chemicals in your body to help you feel better and to start promoting healing. I asked her to start with mirror work, to smile and say, "You are brave, you are strong, we got this, we can do this." And just baby steps. I also told her, because she's mostly bedridden and can't, walk and go places or do a lot of exercise. I told her, you need to move some energy. This energy wants to stay stuck. It wants to keep you down, and it needs to move. So even if it's from the comfort of your own bed, if it feels right to, if you're feeling anger coming up, roar like a dragon, release that energy, scream and yell, kick and punch in the air if that's helpful. Move the energy. It's after the last session I facilitated, the very next day, she was feeling very heavy, and she had opened a lot of wounds up from her life, and that energy was feeling stagnant in her body, and she just didn't want to move, and she was feeling a little depressed. And I told her, you have spent 40 plus years holding on to these wounds and this trauma and keeping them safe and protected. And you have opened these things up now, and it needs to be given space, and it needs to move. We have to move the energy out of our system. Movement equals transmuting. You're literally transmuting the energy if you're moving it through you. And so I encourage you, if you're feeling stuck or heavy or extremely depressed, to start with baby steps. Start small. Every single time you look in the mirror, smile and say, you're doing great. You are amazing. You are brave. Say something kind to yourself. Every time you think, if you notice that you're speaking negatively, change the way that you're speaking. Change the way things are getting better. If you're noticing that you're thinking negative thoughts, change those thoughts. You can transmute the energy simply with intention and consciousness. And it's very, very powerful. This is witchcraft. This is magic. It actually works. And you can start to chip away at the issues little by little, because we need to start creating energetic momentum the other way. And as you start to do that, then it will start to feel easier and easier. But at first, it feels like the hardest thing ever to move when you're so depressed and stuck and feel like hopeless. And so it takes some willpower, and it takes some intention to really start to move your body, start to speak kindly to yourself, speak kindly to your body, and trust the process. Trust that things will start to turn around for you. I'm reading a book. I've read the book multiple times. Now my daughter Anna and my son Jonah are also reading the book. It's called You Are a Channel by Sarah Landon. And it is a phenomenal book if you are interested in connecting with your loved ones on the other side, or if you're interested in becoming a channel. I didn't even know what channeling was when Jesus Kate started doing her thing with me. I had no, I everything has kind of happened backwards to me, where I didn't know anything about anything, and it's just happening. Like, I didn't believe in dragons, and all of a sudden I have dragon friends, and it's just been a really interesting experience for me. And I wanted to read one part that she wrote in the book. She said, so her brother passed away, adult brother, and she was extremely sad, and she was sitting in his service, and she heard her brother clearly say, "I am still here. I'm just not in there," referring to his body, of course. She replied, "Where are you?" And he replied, "I'm just as here as I ever was. I just left the density of the body. I'm at a frequency that your physical senses cannot interpret." She said, "Are you in heaven?" And he replied, "Heaven and hell aren't like that. They are only experiences one has on earth. There is only love here. And as I have worked to connect with Thomas on the other side, and as well with my grandmother, who is one of my very best friends, and other galactic angel beings, and all of these different entities that I've been able to come across, the number one thing is to be able to connect is to open myself to them and to slow down enough to be on the frequency of those beings, because we are in a very dense existence and everything is very slowed down and heavier here. And so there's so much noise, so much chaos, so many frequencies that fuck with the frequencies of the high dimensional beings. And so it's really important to start to cultivate that relationship with yourself, and in doing so you'll start to connect with anyone you want to on the other side. The key is slowing down and creating some stillness and some openness and some deep presence, and also speaking to them. I have somebody in my life who lost a son, and he's tried to connect with him many times, and he has had some incredible experiences connecting with his son. But then he goes through periods where he feels like he cannot connect with him. And I've told him, when he struggles with that, to speak out loud to your son. When you're driving in the car, speak to him, sing to him, sometimes I'll just be like, I love you, Thomas. Thomas, you're amazing. Thank you for being with me, Thomas, Thomas, Thomas. Thank you, Thomas. I love you, Thomas. Thank you for being here. And when I do that so often, and I'm slowed down and I'm in a state of relaxation and openness, I feel Thomas's presence. I feel his spirit with me. I feel so comforted. My whole body will fill with chills, and I'll just start crying, and I'll be overcome with his spirit and say, thank you, Thomas. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So it's not that our loved ones don't want to connect with us. They're here. They want to connect with us. Our higher guides want to connect with us. We have to create the space. We sometimes feel maybe that we're abandoned by our loved ones on the other side, or where's my spirit guide when I need them? But really, they are able to do many things, and they can be here with us all the time. We can call on them. They can help us. They can guide us. They're sending signs of their presence all the time. And when you tune in and slow down and open yourself, you start to see their very active presence in our lives. We feel Thomas all the time, and he shows us himself with roadrunners and cougars. And as we were leaving the hospital, Jonah and I, at 4:00 in the morning, after a very long night of him being sick in the emergency room, a baby coyote crossed right in front of our car as we were leaving the hospital. And we said, we love you, Thomas. Thank you for being with us. So I hope this helps you if you are wanting to connect to the other side, or if you are needing to move some energy and feeling depressed. Just take baby steps. Remove any shame that you can. Remove the negative thinking cycles. Remove the negative speak. Remove all of the things that keep us stuck in the patterns of misery and heaviness, and start to speak differently, think differently, smile at yourself more, and start to watch little changes happen in your life. Start to see the magic, start to see the synchronicities. It's real. There are very many layers to this existence, and this is a very dense one, but all the layers are kind of on top of each other, and we can connect with all of the layers when we do the work to open ourselves. So that is my message for you today. These dogs have chilled out. Billy, you want to say hi, or are you done? Yep, she's a done. So thank you very much for being here, and we will see you next time. Namaste.